When you ask, you do not receive, because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend it on what you get on with your own pleasures. James shows us that conflict doesn't come from the outside. Conflict doesn't just come in and, no, conflict comes from the inside. Conflict starts from inside of us. And guess why it starts inside of us? Who can answer why does it start inside of us? It is because of our sinful nature. And that is the reason why international conflict cannot be resolved easily. International conflict cannot be resolved because they are not willing to sit down and take responsibility for their own personal guilt. The world has a problem to accept that it is its own problem. They are willing to say that you are the problem. They are the problem. Everybody else is the problem except me. The Bible teaches us that we are a broken, sinful world. And if we can accept the responsibility of our sinful nature, and that we are the responsibility for our decisions that we make, and the conflicts that we get into, they come from within us. So where does it come from? So where do these wars come from? They come from within our physical bodies. It comes from within us. Why? Because we want our pleasures met. Now let's look at this word, pleasure. It is the Greek word that we get our English word, hedonism. So what is hedonism? Well, hedonism says that it is pleasure that is our chief goal. It is pleasure that is our chief goal. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with pleasure. God created everything for us to have. He has given us the ability to enjoy pleasure. He's given us the ability to have pleasure. As long as the pleasure is not something that is against His will. As long as that pleasure is not going to break down your relationship with Him. There's nothing wrong with having pleasure. There's nothing wrong in having time out. But when it does become a problem is when we decide that it takes number one place in our lives. That when pleasure becomes number one for us. Without pleasure, we don't want anything in this world. When it becomes that to us, that is when it becomes a problem. And that